right. I'm going to share with you an incident that took place at a kind of a semi-premium restaurant. It is a Zen restaurant, whereby I had a interaction, very strange interaction with the Ladyboy manager. And this is not to talk down on Ladyboys. Neither I'm trying to target a specific person. And yeah, just to let you know that this video doesn't have any moral of the story or anything deep. I would suggest and recommend you watch this video at 1.5x speed so that you get to hear the story and then form your own opinion. Okay, so it's very rare for me and my wife to go out and eat. We seldom, if ever, go out. And if we go out, it should be really something special or something unique. And given the fact that I'm, a social media guy, I like to upload unique memories on YouTube. If I find something really nice and I find something, first it should be something that I want, something that I like, something that I enjoy. And then I try to figure out a way, okay, I'll take a video camera and try to film these moments. My wife likes to take a video camera because, you, like a normal everyday person, you like to upload and share with your friends and families and feel good about sharing that memory. Okay, so if you notice, I think 1 week or 2 weeks ago, I had uploaded the Zen restaurant 33 years special where I ate that, it's a double burger with the double cheese or some donburi or something at Zen restaurant. Now, what was unique about this was if I wanted to eat that particular dish, I had to go during the work week, not during the weekend. And the time was very specific from 10 in the morning all the way till, I think, 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Okay, so we went the first time, it was after 4, they said, sorry, it's not there. I said, okay, fine, I'll come back again. So when we went there again, by the way, the person who told us that this is the timing was a Thai young lady. She had glasses. She had like a tomboy kind of a look. Very polite, very professional, very knowledgeable. When I asked her about the dish, when I asked her about the ingredients, when I asked her everything, she answered. She didn't know English. She answered in Thai. And obviously my wife translated it for me. So we were very happy and we decided to come back again. And when we came back, she recognized us again. She made sure that, whatever requests we had would be taken care of. Because I told her, we're going to make a YouTube video. So just remind us before the food comes so we can shoot it accordingly, then present it in a way which can look good on the camera. Because if she just puts it in a rush way and, the camera is not ready, we lose the moment. So I didn't want her to put on an act or fake it, but just prepare us so that we can take the video camera. And as we placed the order, then me and my wife took some trial shots to see, okay, this angle looks good, this angle looks good, the light is good here, okay, where should you sit, where should I sit? So she cooperated and really did her bit to ensure that the video would come out nice. Like before the dish actually came, she informed us, the dish is ready, should we bring it now? We said fine. And and I told her, you can come and stand here so it's easier for the camera to capture the moment. So it was a total success. We were both very happy, me and my wife. And the food came. We managed to take the video and I uploaded it. Okay. So then, then I told her that we would come back again because there were 2 or 3, I think there were total 6 dishes, but there were 2 or 3 up my radar that I really wanted to shoot. So this was the double beef and burger and cheese kind of donburi or with rice, Japanese rice and flavors and all that. The dish, which was the signature dish, was a bowl, like a kind of hot pot, small bowl with rice below and lots of beef, Wagyu beef or whatever, and with sauces and all that. And it was like, the dish was like this flat, but it was like topped up, just imagine like a mountain of food. So I was very eager to have that. Okay. So we decided we would come back again, and we chose, Sunday because that dish was available any day. So we chose, I think Saturday or Sunday, I'm not too sure. When we went there, it was kind of in the afternoon, and obviously rush hour. All the tables were full, but we managed to spot a table that was, when you enter, left hand side, right, before, attached near the kitchen, because it's like a live kitchen where you can see when they're making the sushi. So we went and sat down there, and I asked for the manager because I always like the feeling of assurance that this is a person who knows us. She knows what we want. We don't have to repeat the order. There's not going to be any mistakes. So when we asked for the manager, we were told that the manager is not there. Manager has gone for a break. Okay, fine. So there was another waitress, and I kind of had to explain, and my wife had to translate what we were doing all over again, which was totally fine. And what I told her is, first you bring the dish that my wife wants so she can eat, and after that I will order, because after my wife has finished, then she can control the camera, and she can focus on what I'm doing. Because if all the dishes come, then I have to focus on her, then she has to focus on me, then there's too much moving around, then the food gets cold. I hate the food being cold. Apparently my wife didn't mind the food being cold. I was pretty surprised about that. So my wife ordered a pork set, which she and my daughter love. They give her free ice cream with that. And halfway, when she finished taking her video shots and everything else, she said, okay, now you can place your order. I said, fine. When I placed my order, I was told that it will take time because there is, lots of people. It was crowded. I said, take your own sweet time. I don't mind. Just make sure it's perfect, because, I want not only the dish to be made perfect, I want the perfect camera angles. And I think half an hour or 45 minutes were up by then. And I inquired again, where is the manager? So they said the manager is still on the break. So I was like, oh, this must be a long, lengthy break. Okay. So finally, I kept waiting for the manager. Manager never arrived. Finally, I think after 30 minutes or so, my dish came. And if you see my previous video that I shared, the menu, which I told you, showed the photograph of the dish being like a hot pot, and it is full. Okay? Full, like a mountain. But the dish, what came, the hot pot was there, but the rice and the beef were not like a mountain. It was not even flat. It was down. It was just like they put something inside. So the quantity that showed in the photograph looked huge, but the actual photograph looked nothing like it. Even the amount, like fish eggs and the amount of meat that was there on the photograph looked quite a lot. It's like going to McDonald's and seeing that burger that looks so big and huge and giant and perfect. But when you order it, the burger is nothing like the photograph. It looks small, it was scrawny, it doesn't look so beautifully photographed. There's no aesthetics. So I found it pretty amusing. I was not angry. To be honest with you, I was not angry. I knew that these are the tricks that they use in marketing. Fine. But given the fact that I have eaten in many premium restaurants, I know for a fact if the customer does make a case, they try to, keep the customer happy. So I was using, I was taking advantage of the fact that I was the customer. So once again, I asked for the manager, and to my surprise, once again, the manager was not there. I was like, it's almost 1 hour. Where the hell is this manager? Okay. So I said, no problem. Fine. So I kept the menu because easy reference, and I was eating. My wife was taking the videos and photographs. By the time I noticed from the corner of my eye, people were walking in, staff, young staff, maybe around 6 of them. So I realized, okay, the manager must be in that group who's come back from their break. So once again, I asked for the manager, and they pointed out who is the manager. I said, okay, we'll call the manager. And I was looking around to find that familiar face, that same lady, but I couldn't see her anywhere. Instead, they pointed out to a guy, a girl, obviously could make out Ladyboy, slightly dark skinned, and prim and proper. And I could see the waitress went to that Ladyboy and pointed out and pointed to the table. The Ladyboy looked at us and she said, "Yes, okay, we'll be coming." I smiled and I was waiting. The Ladyboy didn't seem to be in a hurry to come to our table. She didn't seem to like, oh, the customer's calling. I could see her doing something on the phone and I don't know what she was doing. And finally, begrudgingly, she finally came. Now, we are sitting here. This is where the manager comes. And I said, "Hi, how are you?" and all that. And I started to tell her, I came here last time and I'm coming here this time and this is the menu and this was the food. And I even told my wife, translate it for her so she understands. So as I was talking, now this is the part I want you to pay attention. As I'm talking, telling her maybe around 5, 6 sentences, the manager is sitting there, okay, okay, okay. And then I turn to my wife and say, okay, tell her the same thing, tell her we came. As I talk to my wife, the manager just walks away. Seriously, just walks away and goes to like one end where there's a cashier, like a counter where they take the orders. And there she takes up her smartphone and there she is typing something. And I'm like stunned. My wife is like, she's just looking at me. I'm like, what happened? Like, she just walked off. So then I said, maybe she's, just busy taking a call and she'll come back. And so we are like waiting. We wait 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And next thing I know, from that location, she goes back to the entrance of the restaurant where she had first come. And she doesn't show any interest to come to the table. And I'm like, what the hell just happened here? Like, I was not shouting at her, I was not screaming at her. So then I was like, I told my wife, can you call someone else? Like, why did she just walk off? So there was a lady who was cleaning the table. She was slightly plump. You could make out she was slightly old. She definitely looked seasoned. So I called on her and she smiled and she came and immediately I could make out that she had more experience working here. And then I told my wife to explain to her that the manager was here. I was talking. She just walked away. I don't know what is going on. Is she new or what's going on? Where is the old manager? And then she spoke in Thai very politely, not being afraid. She told my wife that the old manager was from the head office and she knew all the products, she knew the knowledge of everything, and she had trained all the staff. While this Ladyboy was a new recruit, she had just joined a month ago or a week ago or something like that. And she was saying that maybe she's new, she doesn't know what she's doing and all. I was like, okay, fine. I was like, my wife was like, just leave. I said, no, 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 not just leave. We are come to a premium restaurant. We are paying what we could eat 5 meals outside in one meal. As a customer, I want to talk to her. I'm not going to shout. So I told this lady once again, tell her, I'm not angry. I'm not going to shout. She told me that she doesn't know English. I said, don't worry. My wife will speak to her in Thai. Please just tell her to come. We just want to talk to her. This lady smiled and everything. She went all the way to her and she told her, this Ladyboy listened to it and she was still typing on the phone. I don't know what she was doing. And after waiting, and she kept looking up and I was like, my eyes were fixated on her, waiting for her to come. And I even had to send another waitress to tell her, please, we are still waiting for you. Finally, she agreed to come. She didn't want to come. And, I was smiling. To lighten the mood, I told my wife, tell her, don't be afraid. Even though I look like the mafia, I look like a ghost, I look like the devil. We are very nice people. I just want to talk to you and tell you what the problem is. So she spoke in Thai. This time I let her speak in Thai. So she calmed down a bit. I even went and patted on that. I said, don't worry, don't worry. We are, we're like, okay. Huh? So finally explained to her and she said, oh, sorry, but this is how much they serve in the dish and all that. And they don't serve more. So I told her, okay, can you go ask the kitchen if I want more beef, okay, to look exactly like how it was in the photograph, how much more do I have to pay? So she said, fine, we don't do that. But I said, just ask the chef. I'm a customer, even though you don't do that. I want, charge me extra, but give me what I want. So once again, I had to convince her to do a job. And then she went inside, spoke to the chef. Then finally, they gave a very negligible price, around 100 baht. I said, please, confirmed, charge me money, put the beef. So finally, after all that drama, I managed to get what I want. And if you see the video, I show that I got extra beef. And yeah, we did eat. I did take away because I can't eat much more than that. And before going, she tried to avoid me by going. She saw me coming like towards the entrance exit. She walked to the other side. I made sure I went all the way to her. I said, thank you very much. I said, you're very good. I said, doing a good job. And my wife had to translate. And then we went out. Imagine she tried to avoid me. And finally, we went home. I find the whole experience so comedic because rather bizarre and strange. I mean, when you employ a new staff, at least give them training. You need to, it's not a knowledge of the product. It is leadership maturity. It is social skills. It is being able to not be afraid to face customers. I know, I'm very aware that there are some customers who can be a pain in the ass. There are some foreigners who can be deeply ill-mannered. I'm known. You can even see online there are people who are absolute animals. But but that doesn't mean that you run away, So I just found it very strange. I did not give any negative review. Neither did I write to the management because through my experience, I've known that this can really hurt a person's career. They can even lose their job. And I, for one, I'm not the type who will want someone to lose their job, at least at this age. When I was young, maybe I was hot-blooded, maybe I'd be an idiot. But I don't want anyone to lose their job. I want people to be relaxed. And yeah, I just had a good time. I'm not sure whether I'll go there again. Not because of her bad service. Means I still have one more dish to taste. But if I do, if I do go there, I'll be a little extra cautious. I'll tell my wife to talk to her, and we'll all be relaxed. So yeah, this is the strange incident that happened. I don't know if you have been through bizarre incidents, but this is a first for me, at least, with regards to a manager. Imagine manager just not wanting to talk to the customer, trying to avoid a level best, even though the customer is polite, nice, sweet, and just wants a solution. So anyway, please don't give any personal insults with regards to she being a lady boy or being Thai or whatever. Don't go personal on that, but rather give your thoughts on the entire experience and what do you think. And what would you do if you're in my place, and do you think I should have done anything better? All right. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. Take care.